Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing with you my feed style for feeding 70 plus animals. Right now we currently have 6 goats, 2 cows. In our big pen we have about 25 chickens. We have 4 turkeys, 7 bunnies, and then we have some breed specific chickens. So we have Leghorns in one pen, and we have 6 in that pen, and then we have Silkies in another pen, and we have 11 in that pen. Then inside we have a bunch of fish. I'm gonna say probably about 5 total, and we have 2 dogs as well. So anytime I'm doing their feeding schedule, I'm gonna go ahead and start by feeding the goats. We do let them free range when I'm outside. It keeps our grass down and also gives them nutrients. So we're gonna go ahead and get them pinned up so that way they're not into all the feed that we're giving other animals. And then we're gonna wash out all of the waters. The waters today I noticed were very dirty, so we're gonna go ahead and pressure wash everyone's waters. So we went ahead and dumped them out and hooked up the pressure washer and cleaned those. And I feel like if you give a mouse a cookie, because I started pressure washing the sidewalk as well. The only drawback with having goats at free range is that they do poop everywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and get that cleaned up and get their waters cleaned and fresh for them. Once I've cleaned a majority of the sidewalk, I'll go ahead and clean the big pens waters. The chickens had somehow knocked over this water and got very dirty. So we were going to go ahead and pressure wash that and give it a good cleaning so their water's fresh. And then we'll clean. I have 3 that go on the inside in here, and then I have 1 that goes on the outside. When the goats are free ranging, they can go to this one on the outside or the one in their pen. So we're going to go ahead and clean all these and make them all nice and fresh. I realized when I was pressure washing some of these, the camera angle was down. So you're basically looking at the ground. So I cut those parts of the video out just so that way you don't have to watch the ground. Once we have all of the waters cleaned out, we're going to go ahead and feed the chickens. I like to start on the chickens that are outside of our big pen, and then we fill up the ones that are inside the pen with what's left over with feed. In each pen that's outside, we have two little containers. They're 5-pound buckets. I like to come by at least twice a week and make sure food is clean and their water is clean. But these typically will last about a week once they're both filled up with this amount of chickens that we have. Our silkies don't eat as much as our big chickens. Now, our big pen where we have all of our chickens, they go through a ton of feed. So I've been looking into making our own possibly. I love the Nature Wise brand though. So that's been something that I know they're a little bit more on the expensive side, but I've just found really good results with them. So far I've been sticking with them. I'll look more into switching possibly. And as you can see, these pens really need to be sweeped out. I just have the sand in the bedding, and so it's really easy to scoop out, but they're in desperate need of it. And so I'll do another video showing how we clean out everyone's containers. The sand has made it so much easier, and I love using the sand. It's easy to sift out. If you work on it daily, if not every other day, and then do a good one every week, typically it'll leave it looking fresh. So we're going to refill the grit. I don't really know how it got knocked over, but they somehow knocked over their grit container. So we're going to get that full. I just put it in one of the chicken's feeders. They don't need a whole lot of grit. So this typically will last them at least 2 weeks, if not longer. And then lastly with this pen, we're going to go ahead and empty out and clean their water as well. And this pen will be done for the day. Up next is going to be our silky pen, and we will do the same thing with here. We're going to change their water, top off their feed, and then go ahead and refill their grits as needed. Let me know your thoughts on this angle of video. I'm not crazy about it. I do think I like when it's freestanding and then you can kind of see me doing the chores. But I wanted to try something different. You can get a point of view of what I see when I'm doing farm chores. If you like this one, we can keep doing that one, or I can kind of do mix and match, do some of both. With the Silky's feed, you'll see me go over to our big gray container. That one is a Silky specific feed. It's from the same company, I believe. I'm not sure if it does anything. It's supposed to have more minerals and nutrients in it, so I do supplement some of that in with the standard flock feed that we feed to everyone. And so hopefully it does well. Our silkies are very healthy and they seem to be happy. So I've even considered putting a little bit of that in our regular feed too, if it has minerals and stuff, if it would be beneficial for all of our flock. And if you don't know why I have the pen set up differently, in the spring I plan on doing breed-specific ones. So the breeds that I plan on hatching for the spring are going to be black copper Marans, olive eggers, a barnyard mix, our leghorns, our cream bars, and then our silkies as well. Now that could change depending on how this winter goes or kind of what happens in the spring, but as of right now, those are my goals to be breeding in the spring. Once we work on the chickens, then we're going to go to the bunnies. I typically like to go ahead and clean out their waters as needed and then refill those. I like these big waters just because it makes sure that they always have plenty of water. Before I started recording, had taken all of their feeders and hay bags, I should say, out. I'm going to try these new cups and these new hay racks to see if I like those any better. I wasn't really a fan of the old ones that we had. I felt like they were able to spill a lot of their feed. And so hopefully with these new upgrades, we'll see a better result with them. So we'll see how it goes. I'll kind of keep you updated. Or if you have other tips that you have different cups or different styles that work better for you, let me know. But we're going to try these for a little bit and see if we like them better. I'm not sure. I'm always willing, open to trying things just to make sure they're happier and it's easier for me and that they're getting fed well. So let me know if you have any tips. My tip my routine for the bunnies is to check and clean out their water as needed and then fill up their feed with hay and feed as well. So that's just what I do every day. I believe my camera ended up dying throughout this, so it might miss some of taking care of the bunnies, but we have 7 bunnies total. They are each Holland Lops. They are non-Vienna, and they're all pedigreed. I haven't bred in over a year. but I used to use them for breeding. All of these bunnies I've had for over a year now. Other than I did get one earlier this year. I bought one in the summertime. So other than that, everyone's been here for quite a while. So, and then I think I forgot to mention, I do hay cubes as well. I feel like it gives my bunnies a little bit of enrichment. Their cages that they're in right now, are just temporary. I'm gonna do bigger. I want them each to have at least 30 square feet. Right now, they only have about 20, but I want them to have a minimum of 30 square feet per bunny. So these are all just temporary until I can find plans that I love, and then that way we can change their setup and kind of give them more space and make them more comfortable and give them more hiding spots and different things. So for the time being, this is what we have working with us, but it will hopefully change very soon. And I believe right after I started cleaning out this water is when my phone died. So I'm going to come back and show you. This is one of our bunnies we've had for a little bit. Her name is Marley. Um, she was proven, but she's never had a baby for us here on the farm. So everyone's kind of just pets right now. And then we're going to go ahead and move into the big chicken coops. So these bags that I opened up to fill the outside chickens, I just go ahead and dump into their big containers. And if we fill them up all the way, and I fill up the other one, these typically will last them about a week or so, give or take. I just keep an eye on them, make sure they aren't getting too low, and then we'll just refill them as needed. We also will go ahead and fill up both of the chicken waters. They have access to the outside waters as well for the cows and goats. But we keep waters in here for in the morning for before we let them out to free roam. That way they have plenty of water and stuff inside of their run as well. Here I'm going to go ahead and fill up their waters. You can see all the chickens running around as we're filling them up. we have all the waters clean, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this cart. I love this utility cart. I use it every single day when I'm feeding everyone. I just throw what I need on it, and then it's pretty easy just to empty everything. I'll throw these things in the trash, and that's the bins I use for the bunny. I keep it inside along with the bunny feed. Only the goat feed and some of the chicken feed I leave out in that gray container, but the rest of it is inside, along with the hay in a bin, just to make sure everything stays fresh and good. We have chicks inside currently. We have 14 total. And so I have some in the incubator as well. So hopefully we'll hatch some more black copper Moran soon. But we'll go ahead and fill up their feeder. My son was helping me fill it up, so they only got filled up a little bit when we got them. These guys are 2 days old, so they are very fresh. And then we'll go ahead and empty out and clean their water and fill that up. With chicks, especially little ones, I like to not use super cold water. I'll make it lukewarm just because I feel like you shock their system when you put really cold water in a hot environment. Once I've taken care of all the animals as far as feeding, I like to go and brush two of our Highlands. This Highland, her name is Maggie or Magnolia, and she is just getting used to it still. She's not quite tame with the brush. Right now, you can see I'm just brushing Junie. She loves being brushed. She would just sit here and let you brush her all day if you would. She is super sweet. The only thing with her, she'll get aggression with the brush. If we are brushing Magnolia, she gets a little bit of an attention seeking and wants to be brushed herself. But they're really just like big puppy dogs, and we have loved adding them to our farm. And lastly, these are inside fish. I didn't show us feeding our two dogs, but these are clownfish that we feed as well. And so I hope you liked today's video. If you have any tips or questions, be sure to leave them in the comment section below.